Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Heroes of the Storm. Today we're going to be playing some Deckard Kane. I've been putting so much effort into our How to Bruise series, and I just want to play another hero. I've been playing bruiser roles so much recently, and I've really been enjoying this series. It's been a whole lot of fun, but I want to just play a different role for a game and figure if I'm going to be playing it, might as well record it for you guys to see. So that's what we're going to do, hop into the game and hopefully have some fun. If you haven't seen my Bruiser series, go check it out. Alright, we find ourselves on the Hanamura Temple today. So we're playing Deckard Kane, and he is a very unique healer, as he is one of the only healers in the game where you have to force feed your allies to take your healing. All you can do is lead the horse to the water. You cannot make it drink. So you can try to throw out your potion right on top of your allies, which is a viable strategy, but doesn't always work out how you'd like it to. And Deckard Kane requires an absurd amount of mana to get done pretty much what any other healer can do for a healing output. So how does he make up for this? Well, he makes up for this by pumping out excellent crowd control abilities, and that's why I'm going to go Sapphire here at level 1. It'll help me land these crucial roots when needed there. So you can see if I wasn't bad, I would have been able to land both my W and my E to combo it together and hurt some enemies. We'll place down our E here to hopefully protect our ally, trying to give him some potions to keep him alive. We're able to keep him alive, and looks like we'll be fine for another few moments. But you can see I'm already falling so far behind on my mana that if I'm not careful, things will get real bad real quick here. Try to continue to give my allies these potions to keep them nice and healthy. Gonna go come out here and try to root the Hanzo. We're able to get the kill off of my root slow combo. Artanis with a lovely swap here will get in on this enemy team, continue to hurt them, and pump out healing at any chance possible. Keep my allies nice and healthy. Now, most of my allies have some sort of way to heal themselves, so basing for mana would not be a bad idea in the near future here. So I might go ahead and do that right now. Unfortunately, this whole time we've had nothing but a poor little Abathur in the top lane, who's going to need some assistance here, because Abathur will lose to the Dahaka when it comes to it. Genji coming in here on our Murden, trying to finish him off, but Murden's able to get away with a nice use of his Dwarf Toss, and almost landing the swap there was our Artanis. So this enemy team is a very dive-heavy team, and I need to be playing super cautious as to not be the hero who's going to get dived upon. I want to make sure that it's the rest of my allies who are taking the brunt force of this enemy team. A little bit afraid for my allies, so I'll place down an E just to protect them. Make sure that he doesn't get chased at all, and I'd like to get this globe. My level 1 talent is Sapphire, and it slows enemies, or increases the slow on enemies whenever I use my W, which is just super duper fun for comboing it with our E to allow me to land more E's and get that crowd control up. Because if you remember, Deckard Kane is not the best healing output-wise. You can see medics killing, not quite killing me, but doing better than me in healing. So the only thing we're relying on other than that is our ability to control these maps and these fights with better slow abilities and things of that sort. Looks like the enemy team is starting to get a little push rolling in here. And if we wanted to, I think we can maybe go in and kill these guys. But I think friendly team is pinging up here, so we'll ping them on our way. And then I picked up Ruby. I really love Ruby as an ability. It allows me to create these mini potions that heal for an absurd amount of healing in most circumstances if you hit enough heroes with it. So there you go. There's like 9 pots in there, mini potions that are healing my allies up nicely in this fight. We're going to just send out another slow on these enemies and place our E out there to try to peel for my allies. It doesn't quite work out, though, for them in our favor, and I'm just only now getting my getting my rubies back up. As you can see, more rubies are getting popped out there, allowing my allies to heal just a little bit more if they pick them up. But it's not looking too great right now. We'll place down another E on my allies to make sure that they're not going to get killed. And then I need to start to run because I have too many enemy heroes on my back now. We'll see if we can just mess up Genji a little bit. And we actually were able to hold that off due to a large amount of healing and crowd control by myself and good damage by my allies. Be nice if we could recap this. Another issue with Deckard Kane is he requires a lot of setup to be effective in both the team fights and any little skirmishes that happen, because it takes a while to pump your potions out and then be available for healing your allies. Not really sure what talent I want here. I am pretty afraid for my allies, so I'm going to place my Ruby down to give him lots and lots of healing if he wants to run into it. Myself is included in that the fear of needing to run towards something. Place down another Sapphire is what that one was. A Sapphire to keep my allies a little bit more healthy. And I am very afraid for them currently. See if we can't maybe snipe the enemy team. There's a bunch of rubies in there once again. We are, however, running very low on mana. I need to be picking a talent, so I guess we're going to go with reduced damage on these enemies. And we'll pick up these last few pots. And I need to be very conservative with how I use my spells for the next few seconds here, just because we are so low on mana. Not a bad fight overall. There's some more Healy pots for my allies, but I must ping that I am very low on mana, and unfortunately it costs my ally his life. Oh no, I don't even think I can save this kid. We'll go ahead and slow these enemies out, and then body block for my ally if at all possible. He's in grave danger though, so we're going to just give him one potion and tell him to run. We don't have enough mana to use my W yet, and we won't for quite some time. There's one more potion, but we're not able to get it out there in time. And unfortunately, we will lose another ally. Although Zul'jin wants to continue to fight these enemies, and he's doing a good job of doing it, getting us another kill. The only thing stopping us now is just how low on mana we are. So we're just going to go ahead, hit the tap, pick up some regen globes, and be ready to continue in this fight. I'm very afraid for my allies currently, as if they get bursted on just like that, they will die very quickly, and there's nothing I can really do about it. As you can see, there's the you need to get set up factor. Friendly team wants to fight for this, and I can't say that I blame them. Get a little bit of slows out there on this enemy team. You can see that they're trying to focus me a little bit more now. Get ready to use my W in a healing manner there. Only hitting a few targets. The Dahaka pulling me into my heals, though. We'll place down an E and just kind of hide inside of it to keep myself a little bit more healthy. And doing my best to heal my ally up here. There's one more pot that I can give him. Artanis is going absolutely crazy. I'll have a slow up in just one moment. It won't be enough to get anything done there on the Varian, as we did slow him severely, but not quite getting the kill. We're finally going to base after pumping out so much healing and miraculously still keeping us on this first objective. Unfortunately now, we are getting attacked, but we're popping ults and surviving because of it. Zul'jin, Artanis with some nice ultimate abilities, keeping them nice and healthy, staying alive, and we will live to fight another day. I'll give him a potion, a little potion trail here that he can run to if he needs it. And I guess just be here to support my allies wherever they might need it. Zul'jin, our biggest damage dealer, is AFK currently, and I think I'm going to go for... Oh, so many good options. But we're going to go for Stay a While and Listen. It's easier to use, especially on a little bit of a more open map like this, and I need to be in there to protect my ally if he needs it. And I think he's going to, is we're going to just need to pop down my abilities and maybe try to save my allies. There's a couple of sleeps on these enemies to keep my allies alive and try to peel for them. A big slowing W, giving me time to run away. We'll press another E out there to hopefully root these enemy heroes and protect my allies a little bit more and further. We have my ult back, or my Sippy Cup back up. And I do have another Ruby I can send out, but I think my best play is just to tap, as I did get pretty low in that fight. So staying a little bit more healthy would be a lovely play. Gotta adjust my mouse pad. I have it. Ooh. Alright, there we go. So much sweat dripping off my body right now that I had to adjust it. Looks like We could die here if my W doesn't get out, but we were able to get my W off, and then a million mini potions pop out, and we're able to get a double kill on the enemy team trying to dive us in the backline. That could have been very bad. We'll send out a W, which will hopefully land a big slow on these enemy heroes. They have to use their movement abilities to disengage, and we are continuing to just steam through with this objective, slowly pushing it along as Abathur soaks us experience in the top lane and helps us get a little bit further ahead in this video game. Hopefully we'll be able to push this in without any more contention. We get the regen globe, and we are now looking pretty good. Zul'jin's getting very stacked. You see already at 44 on his baseline quest. You love to see it. I am a little bit afraid for him, so I got to be ready to press 2 and W very quickly if a Varian shows himself too early. We'll do it right here, getting a little bit of heals out. Not quite able to root these enemies in it, but a nice swap by Artanis will get us the kill that we need. I am a little bit afraid for my allies in the event that, that the enemy team jumps in just like Hanzo is there, but it doesn't quite matter. The friendly team is just absolutely murdering these enemies, and all Dehaka can do is try to regain any little bit of action he can, but it's not looking too great. So super healing pots are very good for picking up healing out of combat and when you're low, so I like that talent. It's what I go in most of my games. Potion of Revival is also good if you have a lot of heroes stacked up together fighting, which I don't quite feel like we have had that. But it's still a decent pickup. And then Ancient of Blessings is a talent that sounds absolutely awesome, but I never go it because it never turns out being too grand. But I am quite tempted to go it in this game. See if we can't land a massive root on the Dehaka, getting us the kill that we need. That is lovely. I'm ready to press my R on my Zul'jin to protect him if I need it, but he will not need it. Here he will, though. We're going to press my R. I did not realize that he had his ult up quite that early. Gonna try to tank the damage for him, but unfortunately it was the tower shot that finishes him off. We'll place down a root and some rubies to keep my allies alive. I need to be a little bit careful of this enemy team, as I'm just putting down as many pots as I can, as many potions as I can to keep them alive. We'll put a root down just in the Dehaka's way. And then there's one more W, hopefully keep my ally alive. Unfortunately, not quite. Now it's just Operation Keep my Artanis alive, which we will not be able to do. And we are now the sole hero alive right now. Enemy team might go for this. Unfortunately, you cannot scout with potions, which is a little bit sad. I need to be picking a talent here. Let's just go for the safe option. I really hope my ally Zul'jin does not get pummeled here. We'll send out some heals. Unfortunately, it whiffed. But Zul'jin is cranking out that damage. He's dealing surprisingly only 200 per auto attack right now. 250. It feels like he's doing so much more. I think I'm going to base, just get full health, full mana. And then we can re-engage for this fight. Because like I said, we do have a slight mana problem. And I should probably think about my level 16 talent as well. Safety in numbers is always fun, because you get abilities that recharge a little bit faster. Heraldric Staff is good if you're getting dived, which I might go just for that sole reason. And Stone of Scroll Curse is good if you're going for a bursty damage with your level 1 talent. But I think we're going to go for Heraldric Staff in this game. That way, if someone gets dived on our team, we'll hopefully be able to protect him. There's all of my abilities. We're stunning these heroes, rooting them, and putting out rubies to keep my allies nice and healthy. Unfortunately, I am the one that's getting very low. Got to run to our pot now. I should have pressed my 1 key to slow that Genji a little bit more, but we did not need to, as he's just backing off now that his cooldowns have all been used. And now just keeping my allies a little bit more healthy. Oh my god, where did he go? That poor Hanzo disappeared. Really well done by the friendly team so far. Getting Zul'jin just so many stacks and absolutely pummeling this enemy team during these fights. Another big issue about Deckard is we're very slow on our wave clear. So we're pretty decent at protecting my allies from enemy heroes, but whenever it comes to actually clearing out the minions or getting pushed rolling or something of that sorts, that is where we heavily lack. Getting ready to press a ruby here, and it's good enough. I'll put down a potion as well. Let's see if I can't stun the... I was able to stun the Varian right before his death, and just keeping potions in the back line, trying to turn them into super healing pots, so that way when my allies inevitably get low, we'll be able to heal them up just by having them disengage slightly. If I wanted to, I can maybe look for something on these enemy heroes. There we go. This should be an easy route on this hero. We'll go ahead and land a sleep as well to hopefully get the kill on her. We'll ping it for my allies, and we'll walk in, stun her with the boppy stick, and there's a huge pick on their healer, staggering her death and enabling us to hopefully finish out this video game. Same thing, putting these pots around my Zul'jin, so in the event that he needs to run because he's getting low, he can do that. Unfortunately, he's just scaring me by not doing that at all. But that core is getting super duper low, and that will be the end of the game. So, talents we went with Sapphire at level 1, into Ruby at level 4, Kane's Cube at level 7, Stay a While and Listen at 10, Super Healing Potions at 13, and Herodric's Staff at level 16. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.